Welcome back to
Mush!
Symphonia.
Mush!
Mush! Get out of the way, Triet. We're gonna go to the Temple of Fire.
No, we're not. No, well, we don't need to go there right now.
Well, no, not the Temple of Fire. I'm sorry. Remiel wants us to go there, but we have to go to.
We already did the Fire Temple.
That's right. We got to go to the ruins now. And
how do you forget? How do you forget already?
Because of where the video started. But I'm coming over here because I think there's a skit that I didn't get yet, and it does. Yeah, there we go. It doesn't show up when you're on Nosh for some freaking reason.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I find that weird.
I think they mention that when they talk about long range mode, but I can't remember for sure.
Anyways, we should probably explain what's going on here.
Okay. So basically, Rain.
No, not this. I meant the skit itself.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I meant the thing that activates the skit, because that's not normal.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think the skit activates after you beat the Fire Temple. I could be wrong though.
All right, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
The skits that are rainbow colored, those are the ones that affect your immunity with a certain specific character. Which ones they are? Well, you won't know until you get into it. But depending on your selection of choice, you'll either increase it or decrease it. The thing with this game, you kind of want to increase it as much as possible because, from my understanding, the AI will actually act on it during battles sometimes. So you might want to do that.
They might. I'm not sure.
You came to the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
Whoops. The other thing too.
Hey, kicks ass.
The other thing too is I think you mentioned it too. Like they have to be on your team for those specific skits to show up.
No, they don't.
That's why when I. Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
That one was what.
I've done it. No, they don't.
No, I'm just saying. Would that skit have appeared if Rain wasn't on my team?
Yes. Wait, if on you have no reason to come down here anyway. You'd have no reason to get. The game blocks you from going too far without a specific character.
That's
so.
Okay, that's what I was trying to remember.
Yeah, the game. It's like came to the wrong neighborhood again.
There, now I learned Tempest,
and you missed.
That's the problem with Tempest. It's one of Lloyd's best moves, but it whiffs out and it misses half the time.
This is why you use it on tall characters,
or birds, because goddamn birds. And these character skits also show up depending on.
It's like, why'd you take on the job? Pay was good.
I mean, I'm a mercenary. That's kind of how I make a living. It's like that's like asking why did you decide to be a freaking teacher?
And nothing of value was known. That was a complete waste of time. Basically.
Yeah, sometimes skits are like that. And I also got the monster list. It really doesn't matter.
Woohoo!
Unless you're going for 100%, which I am freaking not.
Like I said, woohoo!
And now that Rain's on my team, I can give her the savory because she's going to be my main healer for the entire game.
Welcome to the map. It's fucking useless.
It's not that useless. So what you have to realize with the map is that the red crosshairs are where you're standing, and the white crosshairs are what you're highlighting. Because when I first played this game, I couldn't really understand the map at first.
Nah.
I figured it out pretty fast, but it could still be kind of confusing.
Yeah, it doesn't help that the game doesn't tell you.
I mean, it does. It's just it doesn't highlight it well enough.
As in, the map is crap.
There have been worse maps. At least the mini map in the corner is.
The mini map is more useful than the actual map. That's pathetic.
Like I said, at least with the actual map, as long as you know how to read a grid, you'll be able to figure it out. It's just if you just look at it at a glance, it looks more confusing than it really is.
Ah! Pretty good, right? Ah, deadly peacock!
Yep. God damn it! It's too shiny. Anyway, now that I got that skit, we just have to get out of here and go back to Triet.
No, we don't.
Actually, no, we gotta go to,
Another one.
we have to go to Hakonesia. Well, no, that's we do.
You
but-
fucking weirdo.
Yeah, if you want to be a dick.
Fuck you.
I'm not gonna be mean. I mean, if you're playing the PS3 version, then yeah, be mean, because it's the only way you can get your relationship higher with anyone other than Colette.
Where's your nose?
I can see it. You can at least see the nostrils.
It looks like they don't have a nose. It looks like they suffer from Krillin syndrome.
Nah, you can at least see the nostrils.
Like,
Unlike with the character models themselves, where even when the camera's zoomed in, half the time you can't tell if their mouths are moving.
like I like to imagine that they suffer from Krillin syndrome. Is like everybody's just born without a nose.
No, I think Krillin's the only character in all of Dragon Ball that doesn't have a nose.
Yeah, that's the entire reason he won against Bacterian.
Which is hilarious, because I still wonder if, like, when Toriyama designed Krillin, if he just forgot to give him a nose and then he just did, well, screw it. I'm just gonna write it into the story that he just canonly doesn't have one.
Why not?
Because I'm not gonna draw it now. Too late.
Like I said, why not?
It works. Okay, so we got to go to the House of Salvation.
No, we
and
don't.
Fuck you. Oh,
Well,
we don't
if you want a free heal, you do.
yeah. There's also a dog you can talk to there with Colette.
Again with the dog.
It's also on the way to this. It's also on the way to the area we have to go to anyway. So you may as well go there.
Shut up, dog. Nobody cares.
Well, he has been walking around in the desert for a couple hours.
We have a water bottle. We're fine.
Well, apparently everyone other than Kratos has been drinking water. Which is weird, considering I would think his clothes would feel the warmest out of everyone in this party right now.
Fine, I'll drink the water. Just drinks it. What the hell is this water? Salt water. What'd you get it from the ocean?
It's like, what's in this? Like, where'd you get this water? Over there. You idiot! That's salt water.
That's the ocean, you idiot. It's the ocean, you moron.
God damn it. Anyway, now we got another doggy. Hi, Dalmatian.
Is that Pongo?
No.
No. That's not a cat.
Kitty. Colette,
That's a cat's
sweetie,
name. What's wrong with you?
That's not a cat, sweetie.
What's wrong with you? It's a cat's name. Get a book. Welcome to the House of Salvation. This is all I can say.
Please make use of this. Well, at least we get a free in. Do make note of this, because there is going to be a side quest we have to do that involves this place a little bit later.
It sucked.
You don't have to do it. It's just... Well, actually, no, I think you do have to do it, but by the time you have to, the game will tell you when you have to deal with it.
Man, this church is bullshit.
Like, I thought this was a free in, but like, oh no, it's $100.
This church is bullshit.
Well, I mean, they gotta make money somehow.
That means they pay taxes.
Even... Well, yeah, everyone pays taxes, because the designs force them to pay taxes, because they're dicks.
You do know what taxes are, right?
I know what taxes are.
They're not charging you to be dicks. They're charging you so they can improve the place.
No, the designs are overcharging.
As in their place, not yours.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The designs are overcharging these people because they're assholes and they want more money.
The king is a jerk. Oh, I'll just give you a king is a jerk tax.
Also, talk to the adventurer guys that are around. Sometimes they will give you like a fast travel option if you don't feel like backtracking too terribly much. Because there are going to be points where you will have to just kind of go back to old places, and if you don't feel like running through a dungeon again, the option to fast travel is very nice.
This will become irrelevant later.
And an EX Gem level 1.
Wow, what a dick. What a dick place to put it.
I was gonna say, which you would not have known was there. At least you can see it, even if you're on no-ish. But right now, since it's just a level 1, I really don't know who to give it to. So I'm just gonna save it for later. Huh?
I said save it.
Yeah, I am gonna save it for later. And then now I'm just kind of this is me kind of.
You're lost.
No, I didn't get lost. I ran into another enemy.
No, you're lost, dude. You're going backwards.
Oh, I think I know what I'm doing. I think I'm.
You're lost, dude. You're going backwards.
No, I'm not. I'm not lost. I'm going back to Azalea. I don't know why I'm going back to Azalea, but there's got to be some reason I'm. There's got to be some reason I'm coming back here. Oh, that's why. That's why. Because now I know which direction I'm heading.
Like I said, you're lost.
And I didn't feel like double checking the map.
You lazy shit.
You need to focus. I'm sorry.
Yeah, even the game's yelling at me to focus because apparently I'm being stupid right now.
Where the fuck do you think you're going? You have a compass, don't you? Yeah, but it always points south. What the hell?
That is true. Now that you mention, I really don't like compasses like this, where it's like you're always perpetually like, like the game is always assuming you're standing on north, which is why north is highlighted in red.
So it's supposed to be 10 paces east. Oh,
no,
east. I thought you said west.
No, which means every time you make a turn, I have to remember which direction I'm actually facing based on the compass, which is annoying as fuck.
Oh, east. I thought you said west.
That's not even a direction.
That's west, Patrick. No, it's like, yeah, Lloyd, that's west. You're fired again.
There
You're fired again.
When was I ever hired?
Would you like a job? Would I? You're fired.
Good.
No, it's like
no, it's like, would you like a job? Yes, you're hired. Woo! You're fired. Oh.
That was also a SpongeBob joke for the record.
I figured it was. There's Hakanasia. I didn't walk far enough over to find it. That was my bad. Well, not. I keep saying that. God damn it.
There you go.
Ossa Trail. There we go.
That's so hard a word.
I couldn't remember what that was called. I always keep saying Hakanasia because I talked to this other guy that mentioned it earlier.
No, I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna get.
Well,
now that you say that, I'm just gonna keep walking. How do you like that?
I do like your theme song. Where's the person in the loot playing your theme song for you?
In the bush. Shut up! It's in the bushes. Fuck!
No, they're underneath that obvious trapdoor.
No, it's just a guy with coconuts in the back. It's like this, but it's like nobody has an actual horse, so they just got guys with coconuts.
Thank you, Monty Python.
Let us ride to Camelot.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, me!
No.
No, John, I want the special prize!
Colette, no. Well,
Uh-oh.
and there we go.
You know, I look at that and I keep thinking that she just clipped through the floor.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to notice.
It's kind of hard to notice that it actually opened. It kind of just it looked more like she fell through the floor.
Not fallen in, you might have been
Yeah, I
killed.
can see that.
It's like, goddamn, turned to a T-1000.
But
So she's made out of liquid metal? Holy shit.
That'd be amazing.
Okay, so the first option gives you... I don't remember if the first option lowers your affinity with Colette,
No.
or if it raises your affinity with
No,
Rain.
No,
assuming her weight to be 45 kilograms.
So what does the first option do?
that one, the exact opposite of what you said.
Okay, so the first option lowers your affinity with Colette. Got it.
Yes.
Impact shouldn't have been fatal.
Sometimes the choices do change, like...
Math!
Gravity is calculated the same way in this game? Good to know.
There's the hole.
Bad luck standing right on top of a trapdoor and all.
Just drop a coin down there.
It's not a trap. It's a hidden
Drop coin, make a
maintenance
wish.
passage
Drops it
for
down.
the mountain path.
Ah, you bitch!
Oh, it's a hidden maintenance passage. So that means we can jump down there and just skip this entire dungeon, right?
And Kronos says, fuck you.
Hey, shouldn't we try to find out who that woman was?
No.
Let's just jump down there and fight her ourselves right now.
This
No.
area is too the footing is
Yeah, he's got. Kratos does have a point.
not to linger.
Yeah, Kratos does have a point.
Also, I heard rumors there's this really weird skull down there, so let's just not go in there.
Yeah. Luigi's bringing up something that I'm not going to deal with right away. There is an optional boss after you fight
Hey,
the
Dick!
main bosses.
Hey, he's that guy with the chin.
But yeah, there is an optional boss.
Seriously.
I'm not fighting him right now because it's suicide if you fight it right now.
like no joke. Like I still remember my joke with that poster. I just compared it to the Crimson Chin. Here comes the Crimson Chin.
And remember, if you're bored, you can always read me. Or me. Or me. Not me. I got canceled.
That was Tales of the Rays.
Rest in peace, that Tales game that nobody played.
That Tales game that Namco didn't bother to sponsor.
In America, anyway. I'm pretty sure Japan got sponsors up the ass for it.
It's still up in Japan.
That's why it's still up in Japan. And now we got this bear that's apparently...
It has this bear that does the touch of death, but it doesn't really do anything.
I just always remember when
Poke.
Advanced Logic did his run through of this. He kept saying that the bear's attack
Poke.
was him doing a Nazi salute.
Bear hog.
Bear hug.
Give me hug.
Mark.
Alright, fine.
Thanks, Colette. It's a good thing your feathers are able to destroy bears. Hey, it's a cat.
Hey, Lloyd, you
And-
okay? My bones have turned into Play-Doh.
Hey, battle staff, and now I can finally start giving things to Rain, and she can actually fight now.
Why would you
Holy
want?
crap!
Why would
that's
you
a
want
huge
that?
jump in it. I mean, it's at least something. She may not need, you don't want her using physical attacks, but it's at least something.
I think at this point I just gave everybody a cape.
Couldn't hurt.
I had so much money to spend, I just bought everybody a cape. So they just
I
so
have
they just
over
look like
2,000.
they look like a giant superhero squad by the time they got here.
The Avengers are coming to wreck Loki's shit. Oh, wait,
Too bad
we already did that.
Too bad Loki doesn't exist in this universe.
Is there a Loki equivalent in this game? I don't think so, now that I think about it. No. Which is weird, because there's a lot of Norse mythology references in this game. You would think there would be a reference to, Loki or Thor.
Well, I guess there is one, but it's not, kind of a loose reference, honestly.
Yeah, there's a pretty big thing in much later on in the game that is a reference to Thor, and it was also used in Fantasia, so it's kind of a callback to that.
Stupid bowling ball.
Oh right, I completely forgot to turn Fireball back on after I finished the Fire Temple. My bad.
Well, ice kills plants too, right?
It does. Also, to be fair, I was not using Genus in my party at the time, so I didn't think to turn it back on.
It's like you're in timeout.
It's like, and then this guy's here. It's like, damn it! I'm just doing my job on patrol, and then these 4 kids show up.
I'm just going down the road to get a glass of water from the vending machine. Christ.
And then these kids show up. Like, I don't get paid well enough for this shit.
I don't get paid at all.
You're mercenaries. I thought you were supposed to get paid.
We're not mercenaries.
Nope.
No, we're not. We're just going down the road getting going to the end of the vending machine. God.
And then there's that plant.
Not quite, Audrey.
And then they're giving us melange gels. I thought this seems a little early to get melange gels.
It might be because they might be assuming you're playing on hard mode for some reason. If you want to commit suicide.
or it's bringing up the fact that you're coming close to a boss battle, which is very true.
Yeah, but the boss fight's not really a threat.
No, but there is an optional boss after you fight that boss, which, if you go fight them right now, you're dead.
My back is in pieces! Please stop doing that! I don't want to wear the back brace again!
Ah, freaking egg.
Alright, who's pelting me with eggs?
Yay, and
Yay!
Roger's finally learned Stone Blast. Took you long enough.
Woohoo. This is
Not really worth
yeah,
it.
the one move I don't ever use. Unless the one move I don't actually use unless it's something it's weak against.
And it doesn't matter because Genus learns it too. So having two characters with Stone Blast is pretty redundant.
Oh yeah.
So
Eat
basically,
yo-yo.
So this is basically going to be my team for a little bit. I am going to use Rain. I just want to make sure she can actually survive. So after this dungeon is going to be when I'll start using her because I'll be able to buy better armor for her and she'll be able to take more than one hit.
I like how that archer just shot an arrow and she blocked it and it's like, well shit. Now what?
I know.
Well fuck.
All those years in archery class, useless. There we go.
Hey, I
Here's our
found it.
boss
Hey, I
fight.
found a stage prop. It's weird. There's like a freaking play down here. What the hell?
Wow, she caught up with us.
Like there's like a whole stage audience and everything back here, dude. It's like it's like a secret bar down here. It has a pool table, and I just knocked down the play wall.
I wanna think it's like a Wile E. Coyote. I wanna think it's like a Roadrunner cartoon where that thing was painted white, where that whole wall was just painted blue to make it look like there was sky, and she ran into it and it fell over.
Oh come on, be serious here.
I know. So this is the Clumsy Assassin.
Be serious here. That would be our so-called angel here that would try that. But now that I think about it, if she actually did try it, that she'd probably just go through the wall.
She would.
Anyway, that would literally be a Looney Tunes moment.
Yes.
Get fucked.
Anyway, this is the Clumsy Assassin, and she has her weird little summoned beast here. Get rid of the summoned.
Get the fuck out of my face!
Wind monster.
just bitch slapped you right there.
Yeah, get rid of this monster thing first because it's annoying.
Yeah, I think that's the actual boss, honestly.
No, the assassin herself.
Nah, not really. Once you get rid of that, this part's like the easiest part.
Yeah. Oh well, you get to listen to pretty much the best boss theme in the entire game.
Which one was this again?
That you only hear this is Fatalize, which they only play for like a handful of boss battles in this game.
That's right. This is the theme that plays like whenever.
Yeah, this is the theme that.
This is one of the more popular themes.
It is the single most popular song in the entire soundtrack because they even remix it for Soul Calibur Legends, even though that game is a piece of shit.
The less we talk about that, the better.
I'm just saying it's relevant because Lloyd is also in that game for
and he looks like a cosplayer.
Well, it's because they used the character model from Soul Calibur rather than the character models for Symphonia. So
Game, that's not how smoke bombs work.
That's how anime ninjas disappear. It works for all anime ninjas.
No, even anime does that realistically. They don't just poof out of thin air.
And there's Rain being vague again. That is something that most Tales games.
This is the one writing part that I absolutely cannot stand.
Yeah.
It's like if you know shit, say something. For God's sake.
And
it's not that hard. This quest would be 3 times shorter if you did that.
It's a trope in most JRPGs, to be fair.
It sucks in them, and it still sucks now.
So anyway, I'm not actually gonna show what's in here quite yet. I'm just gonna show off that there is an optional mini dungeon in here that has an optional super boss. Don't fight it right now.
You're either very brave, very stupid, or you're doing a challenge run.
Or you're on New Game Plus where you're 20 levels higher than you should have been at this point.
Why would you be 20 levels higher for this area?
Well, if you're fighting everything that you come across, you'll...
you'd probably be like what, in the 70s at this point, if you're doing New Game Plus?
No, not that. Not that high. I would say probably around level 20.
Personally, if I were doing New Game Plus, I'd transfer all the levels I gained because I don't feel like grinding anymore after
Fair
that.
point. So now we finally have Unison. What's going to happen with that is there's going to be a bar on top of the screen in battles now.
No, it's on top of the health bars.
Yeah, it's going to slowly fill up as you attack monsters, and once it fills up all the way, you can press Z. And then Lloyd will hit an enemy, and then you can have your entire party each use a single attack on them. and depending on what attacks you use, you can also activate compound attacks, which is basically arts that would later be normal arts in later Tales games.
Yeah, and using specific arts will make you do a team attack.
Yeah, like using Lightning and Tiger Blade will make Lloyd do Lightning Tiger Blade, which this is the first game to have Lightning. Well, I would say this is the first game to have it, but I think Fantasia had it first.
Yes.
Anyway, what I'm going to do is the optional boss is going to stay there for a while, so you don't have to worry about fighting him right away. There is a cutoff point for him, but it's not for a little while. I'll let you know when it is, because I'll go back and fight him then.
I just before we click off, I just want to say something real quick.
Go ahead.
That one skit there is on there. Colette's like, I hope we see her again. Why, dude? Did you see her rack? That was amazing.
It's like, oh god, Colette has envy.
Take down notes.